Hello Redesign with Prima fans, this is Cari, and today I am going to show you my tarnished brass ornament technique that I did on these little beauties right here that you see. This is using the new Winter Luxe Decor mold by Redesign with Prima. So I made these ornament blanks using a Fast Cast Resin by Opulent. So it is a 10 to 15 minute curing quick resin. So it's a white resin. I am adding a thin layer of gilding glue. This is a gold sizing that you need in order to put the gold leaf down, which is going to be the base of my ornament. Now, I like to use gloves when I'm working with gilding glue because it can be very, very sticky. The key is to put on a nice thin layer and then let it rest for about an hour or more, and that lets the glue get tacky. Then once it's nice and tacky, you can go ahead with the gold leafing step, which is next. I go ahead with my gold foil sheets by Kasha and add them to the surface. So I'm just using some of my scraps left over from previous projects. I like to save them and reuse them. I don't like to waste. And I'm just tapping them down very gently. Once I use up all my scraps, then I go ahead with a whole sheet of gold leaf and just press it down into those ornaments. Now, I'm very gentle, even though it doesn't look like it. I'm very gentle in this process. I do like to wear gloves because the gilding glue will stick to everything. And then once that glue is set, it usually takes about an hour or so, you go ahead with a really fine, soft brush and you just brush away any of the excess gold leaf, and that is it. So it actually burnishes the gold leaf a little bit for you. Also make sure that everything is nice and smooth, and you don't want to overdo this step because you can tarnish the gold a little bit if you're worried about losing some of that shimmer and shine. You don't want to go in too heavily. So a very soft brush is very, very important. I also like to use my fingers sometimes just to clean off those sharper edges on the outer part of the ornament. That also really helps too, to remove some of those little bits. I'll be sure to link and list everything that I used in this video today in the description for you so that you can find these beautiful products and make some for yourself. And now I'm going to use the Rustic Noel MIDI transfer set. Now what's awesome is that Redesign added one bonus sheet for you guys. So I love that they do that every Christmas. So here I'm going to just choose some images that I think will fit within the blanks really, really nicely. There's pine cones and sprigs and kind of rustic, images. And I just had fun and I just cut out the ones I thought would look really, really pretty on here. I like to sort of stage my ornaments and my transfers to see what will fit and what I want to put in where before I cut them all out. But this gives me a really good idea of how they're going to look once I go ahead and start transferring them onto the surface. And as you can see, they fit really, really nicely, and I'm pretty happy with what I chose. And it's okay if some of it is off to the side a little bit. You can just trim that off or, adjust it accordingly. Because the sides are a little bit curved, I do cut little slits in the sides of the transfer just to help it go down a little bit flatter around those little curved areas. And then I take my stick that comes with the set and I just burnish the transfer on there completely. I think transfers are really fun to use. They add instant beauty and they are actually really easy to use as well. And there's so many different designs that Redesign has to choose from. Besides just Christmas ones, you could add florals or little animals. We have such a huge variety. Now I'm going in with my liquid medium. This is just a clear medium that you can use to mix with paints, but here I use it as a sealer for the transfer. So it is important to seal them, especially if they're going to be on a tree. Sometimes there's little pointy branches and stuff that could scratch them up. So I want to make sure that I seal them really nicely, and really a tiny bit of this fluid medium goes a really, really long way. And you don't have to put a very heavy coat on either. So now I'm going to start adding my different art mediums. Okay, I have dark forest, Metallique paint, and I have two different waxes. The wax colors are sepia and vintage gold. So now I'm going in very gently with my brush and adding in that beautiful dark forest Metallique acrylic paint. It goes over the gold leafing just beautifully, and this paint goes a very, very long way, so you don't need to add very much, and it dries fairly quickly as well. I'd say maybe 15 minutes or so. That's all it takes. Now with this paint, you can still see some of the gold leafing come through, but if you want total coverage, you just have to add a second coat once the first coat is dry. But I like some of that gold coming through. I think it adds to the shimmer and the depth of the ornaments perfectly. Now, the paint is also helpful to really bring out a lot of those little details that you may have missed when you're casting these. And there's so many little areas and little details that are just make these so elegant, I think. Let me know in the comments what colors you would choose. I think like a really dark chocolate brown would look pretty with these, or maybe even a charcoal color. Now I'm going in with the sepia wax. So I am adding that aged effect with the sepia wax. It is like a darker brown aging wax, and it is in matte finish. So this does dull down the gold leaf just a bit, but it gives me that tarnished brass look I was going for, and I just love it. So I put it all over. You can concentrate on some of the detailed areas. You can concentrate more on the sides if you want a little more depth and to just really kind of make it look more dimensional. You can certainly do that. These ornaments are symmetrical, by the way, so you can glue these back to back to make 3D ornaments. I just did one side, but you certainly have choices. You could do both sides. So I end up adding the sepia wax to all of my ornaments that I've created today. So they all are going to have that brass tarnished look, which I love. And you're probably wondering why I'm going to add another wax color, and I'll show you in just a minute. But I just love how how the wax aged these up perfectly. So now with the vintage gold, what you want to do is go in to all of those details on, that are complementing the ornaments, like the bow and the trims and things like that. So this just makes it come to life with one more layer, and I love how it looks. And I just go right over it over the sepia. So you can do wax on wax. That's totally fine. And you always want to make sure that your wax layers are last. So that was important why I added the liquid medium first before adding the wax layers, because wax is always last. You could also go in with coppers or maybe even something with a lighter gold tone. There's so many options. We offer so many different colors with the decor waxes. So even if you wanted to do like silver with blue, or maybe pinks and corals, something like that, we do have different color options available. Now it's time to add my finishing touch, which is the ribbon. So I was thinking of going with the black because there is some grays and charcoals in the transfers, but I thought this nude mesh polka dot ribbon was actually really pretty and perfect. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. I think a velvet would have been nice. All the different kinds of color options. I think you could even go in with a really dark emerald green. I think that would have been really nice too. I definitely have to boost up my ribbon stash with more colors. So I just run it through that loop at the top of the ornament and just tie a simple knot, and then I trim off the excess, and that is it. I don't do a fancy bow or anything like that because there actually is a bow on that one ornament already, and I thought it would just be too much, but you can certainly do whatever you like. And on the backs, I took some of that dark forest and just cleaned up the backs and added a layer of that paint. I'm thinking now that I'm looking at it, maybe I might even go in with some of that wax and add some wax layers. And here they are, all finished. I just love how they turned out. And I would be interested to know what other colors, what other styles you guys would like to see. I'll definitely make some in the future for you if you let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I appreciate it. I read every single one of your comments, and I really love all of the love that you guys share with me. I appreciate it so much. Have a great day, everyone, and happy crafting.